What's going on, Fresh Baked? I wanted to talk a little bit about what happened today, the news that broke today, and also kind of a summary of how the reservation process went for those people who had pre-purchased tickets. Today they were able to start making reservations through the Disneyland website. And I wanted to kind of follow up with you guys on how that went and how it may help us understand better what to expect coming this Thursday when tickets go on sale to the general public on the 15th. And I will say the general consensus that I've gotten, because I polled the audience basically on Twitter, and the general consensus is that things went pretty smoothly, especially compared to Touch of Disney. There wasn't the hashtag, an hour or more or whatever it was. Things went pretty smoothly. Interestingly, we'll start with this. Disney had said that they weren't going to start selling tickets any earlier than 8 a.m., which is true, but they did open the queue up before 8 a.m. There were folks who said they got into the pre-queue. There's the first queue, and then they put you into another queue for the actual purchasing of the tickets. The pre-queue opened up at about 7:30, so I would expect that to be the case on Thursday as well. So be ready. I would get up at 7 even, or something like that, and just be ready to get into that pre-queue. And then that sets you up. That gives you a better chance of getting into the actual ticket purchasing queue. The other big topic of the day was, were tickets selling out? There were some rather salacious posts by some folks out there trying to say that April 30th was sold out. Look at this screen cap. April 30th is sold out, it's blocked or whatever. And that is definitely not the case for a couple reasons. First of all, what days are available to you were dependent upon what kind of ticket you had. There were some tickets out there, Tier 1 for example, all of May. April 30th, all of May, and probably most of June were blocked out, or I would say most of both of those months. Matter of fact, Tier 1 was completely blocked out. It was 2 and 3 that were partial. So take that into consideration. It's also possible that they had already purchased or had already selected a date. They bought a multi-ticket or a multi-day ticket, had already purchased or selected the 30th. That would then block it out if you were trying to look at another date. But more importantly, it should be noted that no matter how many reservations were booked today, there's no possible way they were going to sell out today. There is no possible way that they did sell out for April 30th today, or any day really for that matter. Disney is only setting aside a certain portion of those days, I believe anyway, that there's going to be plenty available for new purchases come Thursday. If you were to look now, if you were to try to get your reservation today, as of 9:15 p.m., I think you could still, with a prepaid ticket you bought a year ago, you could still get an April 30th reservation. That is my understanding, that they did not sell out at all today. So I guess what I'm saying is, it's okay. It's okay. Get up at Thursday morning, be prepared. There will be dates available to you for April 30th and probably for June 4th as well if you're looking to get Adventures Campus. I did also, by the way, check to see, they have that park availability website that they put up on the 9th. I checked that to see if it was still running, but that page has been taken down apparently. But do look for that site. I'll try to put a link if I can remember, because I always forget these things. I'll try to put a link in the description for that park availability calendar. And do check that out maybe a Wednesday night before the morning, so that you can see what days are available, if everything's still available. So that's that. Broad view, things went pretty good today. Things went pretty well. I didn't hear any sort of negative complaints about how long it took or about things being unavailable or anything like that. If you had a ticket and you wanted to go on April 30th, I think everybody pretty much got what they wanted today. Next thing that we found out today was that, and this is something that people have been asking about from time to time, regarding Rise of the Resistance. Rise of the Resistance will be open on April 30th, but the question was, will they be using the boarding pass system like they were before the parks closed? You'll remember, Rise of the Resistance was open for just 2 months. 2 months before the parks closed. So we were still well within that major rush of demand for Rise of the Resistance, and I believe that will still be the case when the parks reopen, in spite of the fact that we have 25% capacity. They are still going to, we might be at limited capacity, but we're also going to have limited capacity of who can get in the Rise. So there's still going to be lots of demand for Rise. So yes, we are getting a boarding pass system. In fact, we are getting two. Walt Disney World, Hollywood Studios, was using a multi boarding pass system, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. So you had two cracks at it, which is good. I really think that's good. That's a good idea. I appreciate that. Instead of having that single mad rush in the morning, as exhilarating as that was, and as good theater as it was, I enjoy just watching people get excited myself. It's a better chance, I think, for everybody. So now that means that they're going to sell out quicker in the morning. Okay, though that first batch, if let's say there were 10,000 opportunities to ride Rise of the Resistance in a day, those in the old system, those 10,000 would all be gone in the first minute of when the park's open, back in the old system. All 10,000 seats would have been occupied or reserved in the first couple minutes of the morning. With this system, it's going to be even quicker than that because they're only going to have 5,000. And again, I'm using a rough estimate here. I don't know what the actual number is, but we're just, for argument's sake. Now it's just 5,000 seats are going to be available in the morning, and then those are going to go off immediately. And then at 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock or whatever, another 5,000, the remaining 5,000 will be released. If you want to see how this worked out, there's probably videos about this. Just Google Walt Disney World, Hollywood Studios, Rise of the Resistance, boarding pass system or something like that. You probably might find it, but that's the basics. It's not a difficult process. Do have the app though. That makes everything much easier if you have the app and you get your ticket on the app. They will probably still be using the old school fast pass machines that were located out in front of certain attractions, Splash Mountain, Buzz Lightyear, that kind of thing. They'll probably still be using that. Ask a cast member or maybe check in with Disney. I haven't had a chance to do that myself, but that's a possibility in case you don't have a phone. Okay, and then finally, Disneyland has an opening date. Universal Studios is opening on April 16th. Magic Mountain's already open. They opened on April 1st. The last remaining pin in this whole thing was Knott's Berry Farm. That's the only park remaining that we haven't heard from. Well, we heard from them today. Knott's Berry Farm is going to be opening on May 21st. Now, it's funny. I was wondering, why do they wait so long to reopen? Why do they put this off for so long? And I come to find out they're still doing Taste of Boysenberry, you guys. I didn't get to go. I had a ticket, but I couldn't go. They're still doing Taste of Boysenberry until I think the 1st of May, the first week of May. And then they're going to be down for 2 weeks, and they'll reopen the full park. But imagine that. You can go Taste of Boysenberry right now. That's going to happen on May 21st. You can get an annual pass at Knott's Berry Farm for as little as $101. That is less than a one-park, one-day ticket at Disneyland. Incredible. That's a very good value, guys. I have to say, that's a very good value. And even better, they have confirmed on their website that Knott's Berry Farm is going to have AP preview days. So I don't know, I assume if you buy a pass today, you will qualify for the AP preview day. But if you have a pass like I do, congratulations. You will get to go, I think it's like 2 weeks before the regular opening date, right after Taste of Boysenberry, I think. Now, on that topic, and as much as this, I am chagrined to report, yes, Knott's Berry Farm is doing an AP day. I think Universal has some bonus days that they're giving to their AP holders. No word from Disney on annual pass holders or legacy pass holders. We know that there's no AP system, but a lot of us out there were hoping that Disney would somehow think of legacy pass holders in some way, I don't know what the thing is, but if we were going to hear from them about any sort of benefit for legacy pass holders in terms of getting a reservation or something like that, we would have heard from them now. Matter of fact, now it's probably too late. Tickets go on sale on Thursday. If there was going to be something, made available to legacy pass holders, we'd have to know now so that we don't go in and buy a ticket for a day that we can't use, or maybe that we're gonna, I don't know if I'm making a coherent thought here. For example, if there was going to be an AP preview, we need to know now that there's an AP preview so that we don't go and buy a ticket on Thursday. I guess that's what I'm saying. So it doesn't feel like there's going to be an AP preview. We would have known already. Long way to say that. Nor are they it doesn't seem like they're going to give legacy pass holders any sort of, an upfront day like they're giving to previous ticket holders. What happened today? There's no day for Legacy Pass holders. I feel like that probably could have been a good idea, although now that I think about that, nearly 1 million Legacy Pass holders, probably a good chance that those would have sold out. Although they could have limited those. They could have very easily limited those, and but they could fill the park with Legacy Pass holders if they wanted to. It's a bummer, to be sure. I would have hoped for something like that. I guess hoped is probably the right word. I wasn't expecting it, but I was hoping. I had my fingers crossed. But if it doesn't happen, then I'm going to get online Thursday morning and try to get a ticket that way. And however other means there are available to me, I'm going to try to get a ticket. And as soon as we can get to the park is when we'll get there. And hopefully, I hope you guys are able to get a ticket as well, to get the days you want. Maybe not all of you are trying to get the 30th. Some of you are trying to get into, sometimes May. Some of you are trying to get to June 4th for Vidges Campus. I'm trying to do both those things. I'm actually thinking about trying to do more than 2 trips a month, maybe 3 or 4. So we'll see. That's the plan. All right, guys, I guess that's it. It's kind of a rambling update. This is a unscripted ramble this morning, but I hope you get something out of it, and stay tuned. We've got another video coming after this today, I believe. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I get that ride video out. And then stay tuned for more from FreshBaked. Thanks for joining. Be safe out there, everybody. Be kind to one another. FreshBaked. Let's do this. Let's do this. I can't do it. The hat's in the way. What if I get it on top of the hat? Oh my God!